Hello everyone, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the All About Cells project. I'm currently in the module titled Unit 1, Introduction to Anatomy and Physiology, and I'm at the very bottom of the unit underneath August 30th and August 31st. Don't worry, we're going to be starting a new module soon with Unit 2, so you won't have to scroll all the way down. Anyways, so when I click here to All About Cells project instruction, it'll take you to the All About Cells project PowerPoint. So whenever I put it in presentation mode, this is the full instructions, and I just wanted to walk through it with you. This will also be explained during your synchronous class, but for those of you that do not come to the synchronous classes or that need an extra reminder of what to do, this is for you. So, the objective of this project is to create a three-part project using technology tools and other media to describe the cell's organelles, transport systems, and the cell membrane. What you're first going to do is pick one box from each row under appetizer, entree, and dessert. And then you're going to have one box from each column. Let me show you what that looks like. This is the choice board. You're going to choose one box from each row, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and then you're going to choose one from each column of that. So you mix and match. If I wanted to do the organelles appetizer, the transport entree, and the cell membrane dessert, I could. If I wanted to do the cell membrane appetizer, the transport appetizer, and the entree of the organelles, I could not do that because we have two appetizers and no desserts. You must have one of each row and one of each column. So again, you could do transport appetizer, cell membrane entree, and organelle dessert. You could do transport appetizer, cell membrane entree, and organelle dessert. You can make any combination of the three that you would like. And that is basically what this slide is saying. Each box has a linked slide or two for its specific instructions. I ask that you make sure you read all the instructions all the way through before you ask me questions, because the first question I'm going to ask you is, have you read the instructions? This counts as a project grade, so put a lot of effort into this and do your best. This is going to be assigned the Monday, Tuesday, so today and tomorrow, of the last week of August, and it's going to be due for Miss Holland's class on Saturday at noon. And let me tell you why. We have progress reports coming out next Wednesday. Progress report grades are due next Monday, which is a week from the day I'm filming this. So I need enough time to go through all 140 projects times, each part, so that's 3, so I have a lot to grade. And I need at least, a handful of days to grade. So submission instructions. Let's talk about this real quick. So to submit your appetizer, entree, and dessert, you're going to go into Canvas, and there is an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert for each one. This is what you guys are going to see when you click them. Appetizer. And then it's going to give you the description. I need you to insert the name of your appetizer, so tell me if it's the organelle, the transport, or the cell membrane appetizer whenever you go to submit. So let's say I am going to do the organelle appetizer. Let's pretend that I do it. Let's pretend that I'm doing it in Google Slides, and I'm going to go ahead and submit a URL. When I need to submit a URL, I need to make sure I have the correct share settings on. So my share settings, this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to my PowerPoint that I'm going to turn in. I'm going to press Share, and then I'm going to press Change Link to AISD, and then press Copy, and then let's press Copy on that. And then I'll go back to the course where I'm about to turn it in. I'll press Submit. And I can choose. So if you're uploading a picture or if you're uploading a text entry, don't upload a text entry. That's not one of the things that we're going to do. So if I'm uploading a URL, I'm going to upload that URL and go organelle appetizer and submit it. So that way, whenever I get to grade it, I can see it and I can know which one I'm looking at. One more thing about this is each assignment submission has a specific rubric, so you can see what I am looking for whenever I grade yours. So this is at the bottom of the page. And each of the appetizer, entree, dessert look exactly like this. So let's go back to the slideshow. If I'm in presentation mode, again, this is just what I said earlier. Please make sure you have the correct share settings on. This is my choice board. So let's say I want to do the organelle appetizer because it's a Kahoot, and I like Kahoots. I'll press that. Did you see how it took me directly there? I'll press it, and it takes me exactly where I want to go. So for the organelle appetizer, you're going to create your own Kahoot over the organelles listed here on the side. You're going to create a quiz that's challenging and thought-provoking, but it's not impossible. So you can ask questions over the structure and the function. It can be simple, but I do expect it to be, a little challenging. So you could write, I am in charge of the cell. What organelle am I? And it would be the nucleus. So when you create a Kahoot, it'll take you to the kahoot.com and you'll have to make a login. I believe you can log in with your school email. And then you will upload that URL whenever you upload the assignment. Back to the choice board, the transport appetizer, if I want to make a Venn diagram. Now I know we haven't gone over transport as of Monday and Tuesday, but we will on Thursday and Friday, where I might post a video early of it. What you need to do is create a Venn diagram comparing and contrasting active and passive transport. So this is how things get through the plasma membrane. And you can write it on a piece of paper and make it look pretty with colors if you have those materials, or you can go to Google Slides. Let me show you how you can do that. If I'm in my drive, I just click New, Google Slide, and we have some text box here. That's not really what we want, so we'll just make a blank one. You can choose the background and everything later, but what you go do is insert diagram. I apologize. Go over here to the right and scroll down to relationship. And then there's this green compare and contrast right here, and you just press Control and click both of them and resize them. Now, this one you'll have to clear it so we can see this. Feel free to change the colors. You can type inside this circle and this circle if you want, but it's going to start down here. So what I suggest you do is just use a text box. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to quickly explain the last appetizer, and then I'm going to make another video explaining everything else. So, the cell membrane appetizer, you will make a drawing, and this can be on paper, or if you're good at some of the animation software, if you want to draw it in, online, on your iPad, you can, if you have that available to you. So you're going to make a drawing that depicts what the fluid mosaic model is. Basically, you're going to draw something like this. You're going to have at least a few, protein molecule, carbohydrate chain, protein channel, all sorts of stuff. I would go reference the slideshow that we talked about today to learn about what you need to put in this. And you're going to create a colorful drawing with labels and definitions of the parts of the fluid mosaic model. Additionally, you're going to write a short paragraph, a minimum of 5 sentences, of what the fluid mosaic model is and why it's important to the cell. I'm running out of time, so I will be back with another video on the other assignments you can choose from.